Greetings. We're gonna get into this dream class. This is like one of my favorite classes to teach is dream class because there's so much powerful stuff to learn in dream class and about your dreams and how the dream world is really the real world. So, without further fucking ado, let's just jump right on in this shit. People say, "What is a dream?" Okay. The dream comes from the meaning to have a dream, to fall asleep, to rejoice, to sing, to make music. All of this is connected to the word dream, whether you know that or not. It is a succession of images, ideas, emotions, sensations that usually incur involuntary. Okay, it's like you can't control it in the mid during the center stages of sleep. That's why they say usually, because you can't control it. Okay, humans spend about 2 hours a night dreaming. Some dreams last 5 to 20 minutes. Although the dreamer may perceive the dream as being much more longer than this, the content and function of dreams have been topic of scientific and philosophical and religious interest throughout recorded history. Dream interpretation is practiced by the Babylonians in the 3rd millennia BC and even earlier by the ancient Sumerians. Figures prominently in religious texts and civil traditions and has played a lead role in psychotherapy. The scientific study of dreams and what they call oneirology, okay, is most modern dream study focused on the neuropsychological of dreams and proposing and testing these hypotheses regarding dream function. It is known where the brain dreams and originates is a single origin for dreams, and if multiple regions of the brain are involved, or what purpose of dreaming is for the mind or the body. The human dream experience and what to make of it has undergone a sizable shifts over the course of history. Long ago, according to writings in Mesopotamia and ancient Egyptian dreams dictated post-dream behaviors to extent sharply reduced their later millennia. These ancient writings about dream highlight visitations, dreams where dream figures, usually deity or prominent forebear, commands the dreamer to take specific actions and may predict future events. So they been knew that you could predict the future and all of this shit from dreams. Okay? They've been known this. Okay. Dreaming and sleep are intertwined. Dreams occur mainly in rapid third eye movement, REM, when brain activity is high and resembles that of being awake. Okay. They've studied REM to find reduced and verbal report, which is account of subject's memory of the dream, not the subject's dream itself. So dreaming by non-humans is currently unprovable as dreaming by humans. So they only believe that humans have dreams. But if y'all got a dog, y'all ever see a dog dreaming, his legs would be moving like he running. So I believe animals have dreams too. So these are the sequence of sensations or images passing through the mind of a sleeping person. Although dreams can last anywhere from a few seconds to hours, they normally last between 10 and 20 minutes. Scientists suggest that dreams of fetuses are mostly common composed of sound and touch sensations, which is mostly our dreams are composed of. But some of us can see in our dreams a certain way and other people can't. Okay. Now let's get into the science of these dreams. This is how the subconscious mind creates dreams. By tuning into the astral dimension during sleep, it can create any scenario it wishes. This is the subconscious mind's way of solving problems and communicating with the conscious mind. It creates a series of complex thought scenarios and projects them into the mind stuff of the astral dimension. Okay. And whereby they become solid. So the conscious mind then lives through and experience these creative scenarios in dream state. In a way, it's like a movie projector projecting onto a movie screen. So Dreams are bilateral communication. That is a scientific word for that. So the thought forms. Any new object in the real world is assimilated into the astral dimension over a period of time. That's why you could be in astral and it could be a door in your house or a chair in your house or a table in the house that's normally not there, but it's been there longer than that house been there. Y'all see what I'm saying? So the higher up in the astral dimension you go, the further you are away from the physical and the less thought forms of physical world as we know it are found. Physical things have to soak into it for a very long time before they take up shape and are found in the higher dimensions or astral. Have you ever tried to move around in a strange house in the dark and you bump into everything? But once you become familiar with it, it's like a mental picture of your surroundings in your mind, and you can find your way around your house like, oh, this is my house, right? The longer you spend in this house, the stronger the mental picture becomes. This is similar to how things are assimilated and grown as thought forms of other dimensions. The generation of thought forms in astral also works in reverse. If a physical object has been around for a very long time, it will have outgrown a lasting thought form and impression in astral, even if it's not there. Okay. Now, how many of y'all have problems remembering your dreams? Raise your hand. Everybody else do pretty good? Oh, no, you said no. Okay. So you remember your dreams. A little technique is you can take water and make it like you want to drink it, like a big nice cup of ice water, and tell the water, I'm gonna remember my dreams when I wake up and drink the rest of this water, and sit it by your bed. And when you wake up, drink all of the water. After you pray and before you put your feet on the ground, grab that water from the side of the bed, drink that water, and you will recall your dreams. Another way is kind of harder to come across, but if you get a black feather, I had a black vulture feather and I had a raven feather. I used to keep a black feather underneath the mattress. An old school hoodoo is black eyed peas under the mattress, like your eyes, help you remember to see. Owl feathers under the mattress will help you remember your dreams and help you travel in your dreams. Harder to get, but if you ever come across them, you'll be greatly blessed. Another way is to have creative visualization. Your subconscious mind has this vast fucking power to visualize the shit. And the conscious mind, once you penetrate on it, it has this vast power to project on the subconscious, right? You'll begin to go through these different dimensions, astral, which we're going to get into, and lucid dream, which we're going to get into, but you will have this Alice in Wonderland effect where you can't remember, things are bigger than what they normally are. I'm going to just sum this shit up. Everything is happening from a state of projection. All you could do was tell a motherfucker, yeah, I had a dream last night. I was shaving monkeys, but I don't remember why I was shaving monkeys, but it was me, you, and we was all there shaving monkeys. And that's all they can remember because they're just having this creative power of what they normally could remember or a symbol of what it is that they were really doing. Does that make sense when I say that? Like, very few people can dream literal. Very few and far in between. You normally dreaming how to work out shit, the mind is. So, y'all heard me talk about melting hands. When you project the astral body close to the physical world, you do not have a body. You're in the spirit form. So, the mind cannot accept this and it provides a body for you or a thought form to make you out of. Some people can appear in astral in different ways. You got to train yourself to do that. If you try and look at your body, say your hands, you will find that they start to melt or multiply very quickly. They may look pale or odd. You may have more fingers. Um, you may just notice like your hand is just basically morphed into some other shit. And this is basically you observing your astral body with a conscious mind and having poor creative powers. You can't hold the complex shape of your mind. I don't have to hold the shape of my hands. They naturally physical in this dimension. Does that make sense? So that's how I know the difference if I'm dreaming or not. Okay, or if I'm making this shit up. Now, what is a OBE? What is all this OBE, lucid dreaming, astral projection? So, a OBE is an outer body experience. We're gonna get back into dreams, but I want to explain all this shit so y'all know what y'all actually doing when you daydreaming, when you popping out of your dreams, when you walking into other people's dreams by accident. The OBE is an outer body experience. This is a real time projection close to the physical world This often occurs as a part of near-death experience. Okay? It's a part of the near-death experience. This is where a person is knocked out of their body as a result of some kind of severe trauma, or some people can just naturally do this shit. They can space out and pop the fuck out and run around in real time, have conversations, events, hear certain shit. Like, people think I'm crazy, but I tell them, when people talk about my name, my ears itch, and I literally sometimes have to stop myself from coming out my body running around because I can see who's talking about me if I really pay attention while my ears itch. That is real time projection away from the body, but real. In Ifa, they call it egbe. Like, well, yeah, like you have a double, like you have some type of spirit double when you're able to do that. A person's body is near death or thinks it is, daydreaming out or not paying attention to the body. Disassociation causes a large amount of etheric matter to be channeled through the astral body in preparation for the death process, or being scared, had the shit scared out of you, being petrified. A person has active chakras, which are doing a similar thing, channeling etheric matter. Remember, I told you your chakras can hold a lot of energy for you to astral travel. You can hold energy in your chakras or build chi and store it in your chakras to help you remember your dream and project. Everybody that does Reiki, cut your Reiki on and put it to the sides of your head and go to sleep. And protect yourself in your own bubble while, you know what I'm saying, while you got the Reiki running while you sleep, and watch how you dream. Or Reiki before you go to sleep. There are strong natural barriers to conscious real-time projection in OBE into the physical world. The amount of etheric matter is generated and channeled to the astral body is one of them. Limits of the duration of any real-time projection of the degree of the chakra development is under this light control. So this astral body, this is the astral body. This is projected into the astral dimension where things are quite different from real time. Time is distorted or extended about an hour or more. Astral can seem like a few minutes, but it's like an hour in the physical dimension. Depending on what part of astral you're in, reality is fluid and changeable. In a lucid dream, this is where a person becomes fully aware that they are dreaming a dream. They either take some kind of conscious control over the course of events, or they convert the experience into an astral projection. Lucid dreaming is more similar to astral projection than to an OBE, as real time and reality or distorted. So, how do you know if you're projecting or dreaming? Many astral projectors black out before making a conscious exit from their body and return to awareness in the astral dimension. You become aware after the actual separation from the physical body and are usually already in the astral dimension. If you miss the conscious exit from your body, you are technically having a lucid dream, not an astral projection. Okay? Because you have become aware after separation. Okay? So, let's get into any questions before we go into this interdimensional manifestation with your dreams. Any questions?
Okay, so just to confirm, you said OBE, astral body, and lucid dreaming?
Correct. Them is the three ways to pop out.
Okay, and then for the how to remember your dreams, the last one was creative what? I didn't get the last part.
What you said was a creative what?
For to remember your dreams, because I got water, black raven feather, black keys.
You breaking up real bad. I can't hear you. Text it to me and I'll respond to you. Cause I can't. You start breaking up. I don't know what's going on. Okay. I'll come back to that. Make sure I give it to you. But let's get into this energy flow. The energy flow you get through is the silver cord. That's what helps you run around in a dream. Some people don't see one. They say some people don't have one. No, can't nobody cut your fucking cord. That's to scare the shit out of you and have you leaking energy and shit thinking your cord cut. They fucking with you. That is like your permanent umbilical cord. It just returns as it comes to the body. Your chakra use is the key to this is to have fully developed chakras and learn how to control them. This shit could take years. This ain't easy. Sometimes people can do this shit naturally too. Okay. However, Begin to use them in very basic ways to enhance your outer body and lucid dreams. Okay. Raise the energy before you go to bed. Breath awareness, DMT awareness. Any type of meditative states that enhance, stimulate, activate chakras is extremely simple to do. Raise the energy in those chakras and watch what happens. Raising your energy in your chakras, Reiki at night, feathers under the bed, owl feathers, black eyed peas under the bed. You having bad dreams, you gotta take fruit to the river. Pray over fruit. Take it to the river. I'm answering questions. Take fruit, pray over to the river to ask to open your dreams. It's also a deity that you could deal with to open your dreams, but I'm not gonna say it on here. We recording live on the Akashic space. By raising energy and controlling the flow over the power in these chakras, you then will be able to control the nature of your dreams and lucid dreams and OBE at will. They will become vivid and unforgettable experience. And this way, it gives you a second life full of rich experiences that you can enjoy. Now, you got these buffer zones: physical, astral, mental, Buddhic, atomic, and like the highest plane that, these higher planes are similar in structure to astral dimension, but much higher levels of consciousness are there, and they are completely separate from these different intermediary buffer zones or lower subplanes or all these other dimensions that other people then created. Okay. This is like you can fly in Earth's atmosphere in a normal airplane, an astral body, a very powerful jet. You could do anything in this motherfucker astral body in these buffer zones. You are basically between the physical and astral levels. Okay, you contain this etheric energy. The higher level of projection you go controls the overall chakra. Now, the energy for these higher levels can be produced basically in the heart chakra. The production of one particular type of energy will raise the consciousness to that level to basically correspond with your subtle body. This is done by consciously raising meditation and advanced energy work on the chakras through the consciousness then can experience that level of existence, because sometimes your vibration ain't high enough to experience what the fuck you trying to tap into. Now, depending on the skill and natural ability of the operator, if the higher body is in energized state, they are usually able to achieve what they want, but not if they're in a lower state. An astral body contains within all the other subtle bodies during projection, and the mental body in the mental dimension, and so on. This will sometimes give multiple sets of memories from one projection. Okay. Now, the astral dimension is this topsy turvy Alice in Wonderland effect. Time is distorted here. It's like playing a fucking video game in the 80s amongst the astral realm. This the great dreams, the dreams you see people doing shit to you close to real time. In a conscious projection, the astral realm can tune you into any part of it, of this reality, and travel into different realities or dream pools, as they say. And there are various techniques for this, but they all involve some way of distorting the conscious mind and tricking it into moving into a different state of astral reality. Some projectors look at their hands and watch them melt. Remember, I told you that I watch my hands melt. Okay. And then other projectors have their own technique, so it's never really a right wrong way how to pop out. Okay, once you get this virtual reality projection where your spirit is basically communicating, you seeing 3D dreams and shit, or you watching shit be animated through other people, that's what that is. Your mind is showing you shit in glimpses of the future, what they call deja vu. That's how you get that. Okay. Then you got what is like the Akashic Records. This is like a fucking buffer zone between the astral and mental worlds where people is pulling energy from to get information that has always existed throughout time and space. You can pull the Akashic Records for yourself. Based off of the vibration of the person, that is what they're going to create, because all realities exist at the same time. And once you choose the reality that you want by your emotional response, is the reality that you begin to experience. The universe shifts in your favor. Okay, to bring this level of consciousness to you. The Akashic Records is basically like a fucking library with all information that has ever existed. Then you got the mental dimension. This is a fucking spectacular place. Iridescent rivers, beautiful rain shores, look like a fucking what's that movie where they be blue running around? Look like some shit like that. This is a place where people go, and you may go fucking mad because you want to keep going back and back and back. A rainbow bridge to Asgard. Think of that shit like that. This shit is a wondrous amazement. It's like a fucking kaleidoscope. Then you got the Buddhic dimension. This is a warm, peaceful atonement, pure white light, consciousness, divinity, irresistible urges of love and drawing you to stillness. It's like being in a fucking womb, okay? This is just part one of a place where you're surrounded, absorbed, and assimilated by infinite love and warm and understanding, forgiveness, atonement. It's like where time ceased to drag you. It's a place where your soul can fucking rest. Then you got the atomic dimension. This appears between the spirit world here and the spirits wait for their loved ones during this time on earth. Now you are technically in the fifth layer of your orb because nothing exists outside of you, especially if you're indigenous. This is the light in this world's purest, brightest silver, brighter than the flash of an arc wielder. This brightness is immense, and this is where your ancestors are. And when y'all seeing y'all's ancestors and they looking their best, drinking wine and playing cards and bikino and shit, this is the realm you seeing them in. Okay, I just call it the ancestor or the atomic realm. Some people may also say they see angels and shit there. I'm not knocking them, but if they knew what angels was, they wouldn't be fucking with them. Long story. Um, then you got the realm of death. We're gonna get into techniques now. The realm of death is when you leave your body for good. You would be projecting in real time for the first few days around the body in the physical world, especially if you had a fucked up death. Until your supply of etheric matter runs out. Then you would go through the second death and enter the astral dimension. That's what the Egyptians was talking about, the neophytes, the second death. We're gonna get into neophytes too. There you will purge yourself of all desires by being able to have anything you have ever wanted in abundance. Okay, this is done through having the full use of your subconscious mind, powerful creative ability. Here you can saturate every need and desire until you see these desires for the illusions that they really are. Then you will shed your astral body desire and enter the mental dimension. There you will see your past life, examine and express every thought you have ever had, every action you have ever done. There your thoughts, memories, and experiences will be added to these Akashic records.